Hello and welcome to New Zealand Football's coverage today of the quarter-final clash of the Kate Sheppard Cup between Wellington United and Wairarapa United. I'm Pri Patel, I'm your host and commentator for today, and we have got a severely good clash today here in Wellington down at Newtown Park. Great weather for today, not too windy, which is unusual, and two very closely linked teams today. Earlier today we caught up with both Paul Ifill and Micah Rautahuli, the coaches, for a quick chat. You can count me in when you're ready. Count me in. So, Micah, welcome to today's match. In the last two rounds of this tournament, your team has gone to extra time and had some last-minute winners to get through the game. Is that something that is a worry for you, or is it quite the opposite in filling you guys with confidence?
So yeah, obviously going to extra time is, you never really want to do it, but I think it shows the mental stamina of our group of players that they've done it twice and they've come up and got the result. And I think it also shows that, the quality we have on the bench and we're able to call on every single person in the team to come on and do their job. So yeah, hopefully not today, but we'll see how we go.
And in the last couple of years of this competition, Wellington United, this squad has actually gone quite far. It's been to the semis twice. They've obviously got a really good track record in this competition. Do you see that as your real advantage today, or is it not really something that you want to play into?
I think like every year and every season's different. So we don't think of that like that. We're just we're playing each week as it comes, enjoying the moments and trying to play. So obviously, we've played Wairarapa earlier in the year and they took the points off us, so we know, it's a totally different season. So we'll just, try our best. It's going to be, it should be a fantastic hit out, and we're really looking forward to it.
Thank you, Mike, for your time, and good luck for the game today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Is that long enough?
Go for it.
Good morning and welcome to the coverage. If you've just joined us, thanks for tuning in. We're here to watch the Kate Sheppard Cup quarter-final clash between Wellington United and Wairarapa United. Wellington playing in bright orange, playing left to right, and they're facing Wairarapa in green. Just to take you through the team list very, very quickly. For in Wellington United, we've got Molly Simons in goal. Playing at left back, we should have Hope Gilchrist. Centre backs, Zoe Barrett and Rosie Wild. Right back, Francesca Grange. Strom in the midfield. And then we've got three forwards, Oliver Bell, Olsen, and the in-form striker with 100 appearances so far, Olsen. Facing them against in Wairarapa, we've got Minnis in goal. Newlyn, Woodhead, Meg Chelsea and Hen make up the back four, with Robertson as the holding midfielder, and a strike force up ahead of Lyon Lewis, Lambert and White. It should be quite a potent force. So, two closely matched teams, two in-form strikers, two very ambitious coaches, but just one game separates these two teams from edging closer to a cup that no Wellington team has ever won. We'll find out over 90 minutes, or if needed, extra time and penalties, which one of these teams today can step closer to silverware. Just played down the wing, Wellington starting quite well. Linking up well in the midfield, and a nice ball through into the edge of the box. Held up well, driven in. Oh, and the cross has missed all the strikers up front there. Well recycled, but Wairarapa managed to get a good tackle in, but it has gone out. It appears to be a throw-in. Throw into the edge of the box, but Wairarapa clear. And it's a stray pass there from Rosie Wild. Wild back on the ball. And that's a good turn coming down, passing forward into the midfield. Wairarapa sitting quite deep here to start the at the start of the game, just to keep control of the match, pressing quite hard. It appears that Barrett is actually going to be playing out on the left, in the left back position rather than centre back. Ball's pushed up to Grange. Tries a chipped in cross into the edge of the box, but isn't really going anywhere. It's gone out for a goal kick. Minnis takes it short. There's an immediate press on there, but it's pumped forward. So far, Wellington United having the majority of the passing and the possession, trying to stretch the play as much as possible. It's a good play by Grange, but unable to move it any further forward. It's good laid back. Great through ball. There's a breakthrough. Olsen crosses it in, but it's just missed over the top of the strikers. Wellington have got possession still trying to get it back into the box, but it's well cleared. The push forward by Wairarapa is successful. We've got White on the left here, just keeping on the edge of the box. Can she find the player? Pulls it back, and the shot is blocked. They've done well to keep possession out here. It's recycled out to the wing, just about kept alive, but able to get a cross in there. And that is the first corner of the match. It's gone to Wairarapa United. Wairarapa quite strong at corners here. They have some pretty good strikers who can get a shot away close into the box. That would be dangerous. The one to look out for today is Lion Lewis, who is quite clearly the striker in form at the moment. One of the top strikers in the W League at the moment. 14 goals to her name. Crossed him, but didn't clear the first man. The second cross in is just looped over everyone. And the shot away from White was just wide. Good defending there by Wild, but possession is back in Wairarapa's hands. Good pass down. Grange, but unable to keep it in the middle of the park. And that's gone out for a Wellington United throw. That's also gone out for a Wairarapa throw. Possession is falling a little bit more evenly now between the two teams. White just tries to flick it on there. The ball's bouncing around a bit bobbly. But they're just unable to get these link-up passes working in the top third of the pitch, Wairarapa. They are getting a bit more of a foothold in the game. Good play there. Trying to find that searching ball over the top. There's a run in. Drive into the edge box. Ooh. And Simons does really well there just to close down the angle and block the shot. Make it very, very difficult indeed for the attacker to get a shot away. The ball's still in the midfield, actually. It's still alive. Wairarapa doing very well to keep it going. We have a player down injured at the moment for Wairarapa. Hopefully isn't too serious, although there is some concern here. Can't quite tell who that is actually. It does appear to be their captain Dugan. This would be a bit of a blow if she wasn't able to continue. Team physio's on for treatment. And while that happens, the Wellington United squad are just gathering together on the edge of the box to have a little bit of a regroup, figure out what is their next plan of attack. Dugan appears to be walking okay, so I think she's okay to carry on. We'll just have to go off to the side of the pitch as per the rules to then re-enter. And just pass back to the defence to restart play. Simon's on the ball. Short play out. Pulled out towards the left flank. Kept in very nicely, very calmly. Trying to use the midfield to switch the play around. But Wairarapa pressing quite well here. Granger's free on the right flank and is nearly found. Poor pass though, and this is giving away possession in their half. But good pressing there from Main to just get the play further back than from the danger area. Great clearance there from Wild. Wild using her strength there to just make sure that there was no danger. Simons just clears out for safety. So Wairarapa throw very deep into the Wellington half. Hands on the ball here. So a deep throw into the box. Just turn there. And that was a very, very close shot there from Line Lewis. Just showing her class there in terms of just turning the defender, making it very difficult to defend against with that level of strength and movement. And it was a close shot, just ruffle the edge of the net there. I think she'll be kicking herself she didn't open the scoring there. That was a very clear opportunity. Good pressing now by Line Lewis. Samantha White also helping in the press as well. A lot of the play coming down the left side flank here for Wairarapa, and therefore the right flank for Wellington United. It's very busy on this side. The ref has just blown there. It's a good chance for Line Lewis earlier. She is one of the top strikers in the W League at the moment. She's on really good form. Picked up a hat-trick in round 2. Isn't afraid to take on defenders, has some serious pace. It's a good header back in, but well dealt with. Woodhead just pushes out to the flank. It's a searching ball out there to try and get Lambert, but with no success. They have managed to win a throw-in though on that side. Heavy touch in there on the midfield, and luckily just recovered there by Newlin. Managed to keep the possession going forward. To pass up to Dugan. And no, Chelsea just getting the ball out to the wing there. White just about keeping it in. Good footwork. Good cut in to drive in. Tries to get that ball in there to Line Lewis, but is unable to get there. A great block by the Wellington United defender. And Wellington United have just managed to get out of their half of possession. It looks like Wairarapa just about getting on top of right now in the middle of this first half. They're really growing into this. They've had the most clear-cut opportunities so far. It's a pretty long chip forward, but Lambert's unable to get any on the end of it, and nice easy catch for Simons in goal. Push down the left flank here. So Robertson just trying to keep it in, but unable to make any further progress. Barrett on that, in that left back position now, taking a throw. And that's a very good throw. Space on the edge of the box here. Will they be able to get a good cross in? That's a fantastic cross in. It's a good header. It's just looping and hits the bar. That was a great opportunity there. I think that looked like Oliver Bell there to take the header in. Just found some space on the edge of the box and managed to stick free away from a defender. The header did loop up. It's very tricky for Minis in goal to see that. I don't know if the sun maybe have got in the eyes, but it did just loop on top of the bar. It was a very, very close opportunity to go 1-0 up. Grange just throws it back to Wild. It's a great turn to keep possession. Just drives down the flank and is unable to get the pass through, but it's another throw. Quickly taken, but unable to find her teammate. Wild takes the ball in just, plays it nice and safely. Grange punts it down, but again unable to find a clean connection with a teammate. Oof. Coach Paul Eiffel there calling for a foul but unable to get it. It's a good shot away from range, but high and wide, didn't trouble the goalkeeper. It isn't the first time these teams have met in this cup competition. This is the third meeting in 3 years, and last two in the semi-finals. Wellington United were the victors in both of those coming into this, so they do have the recent cup form. And that's gone out for a Wellington United corner. We've got Gilchrist and Wild pushing up now into the box. They are two taller players in the team, and pushed over to the back there. Oh, and Gilchrist just nicks it over the top, unable to get any good purchase on it, and Wild wasn't able to get a clean header either. Wairarapa break here. It's still in play, but neatly mopped up. Straight back to Simon, who plays it long. I think that recent chance that just hit the bar from Wellington United has just settled the players down a little bit more, and we're starting to get themselves back into this. Some good passing football.
Hi. Just calm down, eh?
It's a good throw forward by Grange, but able to find a teammate. Robertson just keeping it nice and steady in midfield. Robertson again. White with their back to goal. Good shielding.
Oh, okay. I got you. No worries. Thanks, man. Cheers.
That's Grange back to Simons. Got a lot of space here. Wild has got plenty of options left to right, but not so many in the midfield right in front of her. They are resorting to the longer ball out to the flank. They're not getting a huge amount of joy down that left flank. It is tending to come out for throw-ins quite more often than it's really getting into the box, but they are persisting. Chelsea on that left side, trying to keep it in play. The throw-in's progressing further down. Barrett is pushed right up to take the throw-in here. Attempted cross-in was blocked. Driving up, so it's a good run. Tackle field, good shot away. And that is just wide. Very, very promising little dart there by what looked like Emma Main, just running across the top of the box. Minnis is under a little bit of pressure, but gets the ball out. Straight down to Hen. Ryan Lewis tries to hold up, but able to do so. It's cleared out. And White to push up the flank, but unable to keep that in, and it is now Wellington throw. It's good pace of the game. Good tempo between both teams, keeping the throw-ins moving fast. And that's pushed onto the wide side. Robertson got a lot of space in to get a cross in. It's a fairly decent cross, but able to get it into their strikers. Just broken away with Lion Lewis with the back to goal. Playing in that centre attacking mid position, but is dispossessed. Wild looks to have broken away with a shot away, and oh, that was very close indeed. A bit of a marauding run there by the centre back to take a shot at goal, and nearly paid off. And that wasn't a half bad opportunity. Just had the time in the shot, but it flew wide, giving a little bit more confidence to the entire team there. Just getting on top of Wairarapa here with a few more chances. Bryant there doing quite well to ride the challenges, get it out onto the right wing with Newland to push it forward. Trying to chase forward, sends Lambert down the wing, but provides unfruitful in the end. Oh, and that's a risky pass there from Simons, but just about cleared. And that's broken very, very nicely for Oliver Bell. Tries to take on the defender there, but unable to get through. But they've still kept possession. Driving on the edge of the box, on the top of the box. Gets a shot away, and that's an easy, clean catch by Minnis. The momentum is slowly shifting here towards Wellington United. They are starting to cause a few issues. It's a good knock on by Lynn Lewis. Pulled forward, but the pass is too heavy for any of the front line to get close by. Simons can take a very casual and easy touch there. Draw out the play and find the right pass. Oh, and that has been nicked. Driving in there by Newland, who gets a cross in. Caught by Simons. Unable to find any of the strikers in the box there, but good drive nonetheless. Well thrown out by Simons, who manages to get into the midfield. Unable to just get link-up play there. The referee plays on the advantage and doesn't come to much. Newland there on the right flank just pushes forward to Dugan. He's good at holding the ball. Captains the side today, Dugan. Good use of space and play there just to keep the possession in the team, and that's a really good driving forward run by the centre-back. It's gone through again and didn't just quite connect there. Very positive run though. Dugan looks to have shaked off any injury she had earlier on. In good form at the moment, having come off a hat-trick in the last round against Vic University. Seems to relish the cup games, only having scored once in the league so far, but plenty of goals in the early rounds. One of the strengths of this Wairarapa team is they do have goal scorers throughout the whole squad. It's push forward. Samantha White to try and press here, but seems to be doing that as a kind of a lone role at the moment to put pressure on the defence. Barrett has the throw in here, looking for a teammate. Some good play in the midfield just to keep possession. There's space out on this right flank. Granger's got space to run ahead of her, and there's a little bit of a slip. And that comes through to Olsen, who's got a good touch in. It's a left foot shot that is just about in the goal. What a great goal. Driving in from the left-hand side, Olsen is the scorer there. What a fantastic, positive run in from the corner of the box. Just dropped the shoulder, moved in towards the centre of the goal, looked up, and there was a deflection to go in there, but the positives in the shot meant that it just created a really awkward loop there for Minnis. She wasn't able to really get a good look at that, and it wasn't in the right position to save that. So 1-0 to Wellington United. Their recent cup form is proving to give them the advantage. It will give them a lot of confidence to get that opening goal. Wairarapa United aren't used to going behind in this competition. They have scored quite freely in the last 2 rounds. However, Coach Paul Eiffels, by his own admission, has said that this is the toughest game so far they've faced in the competition, and they will have their work cut out today, especially if they go behind early on, which they have. And it's a good cross in there, and it's just kept it. Whoa! And that was a fantastic strike there from Robertson, just to put pressure on the defender. Chipped over, and it's a good save by Minnis just to keep it out there. Looked like it just bounced off the post as it came back off a save of Minnis. Keeping it in there was a decent opportunity. Wairarapa do have a player down. It does appear to be little Newlin, Shannon Newlin there, right back. Just taking a breather, but she's up again. Wellington lining up for the corner. Again, both centre backs in, crowding the goalkeeper, and the cross is unable to find the first man. Looks to be being cleared by Wairarapa, and looks like another corner. Looks like a tactical ploy here to crowd the goalkeeper. Good, better cross in this time. More searching, but cleared by Wairarapa and pushed out. White to chase down, but with no luck. Wellington keep possession here on the left flank. They've got plenty of space in midfield, in the plenty of passing opportunities, and they're making the most of it as much as they can. Wairarapa have the ball back, and Newlin's able to distribute possession. Good forward, great touch by Samantha, but unable to keep it with her. Brian keeps it down, but straight back to Wellington United. It looks like Wellington United starting to really take advantage of their dominance in the game here, enjoying a lot more possession and obviously a lot more of the chances. Wairarapa are going to have to find some energy here to try and create an opportunity to not let that advantage settle in too much. We're looking to Line Lewis for that inspiration. Grange here on the right side. Cross is blocked, but just cuts in. Good little through ball. Just crosses out to Olsen, who tries to get the cross in, but it goes out for a corner. So yet another corner in short succession for Wellington United. It's probably their third one in a few minutes. Starting to create some pressure there on the Wairarapa goal. Cross in, and it's a slice clearance. Just about got away, but Wellington have kept possession in there, penning Wairarapa deeper into their half. Centre backs now playing on the halfway line. It's a good driving ball into the midfield. Wairarapa is struggling to keep possession when they've won it in the midfield there. They are a few easy chances back to Wellington. It's not helping their cause here. And the press has changed. Lion Lewis is predominantly on her own now compared to the start. It's a good interception there. Lion Lewis on the ball, looking for that run. White has made a darting run into the box. It's a good kick over, and it is over the goal. It's a nice long-range effort there from Bryant, playing in the centre midfield. Didn't test the goalkeeper, but was positive at least. Grange here in the right side, just keeping nice, steady possession, passing football between. There's one of 3 other quarter-final matches here this weekend. Dunedin Technical, a very strong team, playing against Coastal Spirit. Hamilton Wanderers versus Ellery. And Western Suburbs, all Northern Rovers to face the Eastern Suburbs. The current holders, Avon United, aren't currently in the quarter-finals and have been knocked out. So, looks like it could be a new winner this year. No Wellington team has won this prestigious competition. So, both teams here having extra motivation to try and take that step further and hopefully create some history this year. Wairarapa just trying to get out of the midfield, but really struggling there. Wellington sort of doggedly getting possession back, pushing it forward there. It's a good cross in, also on the right wing. Cuts it back, it's a free shot, and that's another goal. Fantastic shot there, and great work by Olsen to drive into the right side, find the space, and a very smart cross there to cut it back instead of putting it into the front of the goal. It's a well-taken shot there. Plenty of time. Often can be quite difficult to put those away when you have a little bit too much time on the ball, but kept her head down and slotted it into that bottom left corner. Minnis had very little chance to get to that. So Wairarapa find themselves 2-0 down here in the first half. It hasn't gone so well. Paul Eiffel giving some instructions to Lion Lewis just now, just to maybe change things up a bit. It looks like Lion Lewis has moved further out left side, and Dugan has pushed into the centre. So maybe that's a little tactical switch there to try and maybe get more of a grasp in the game. But Wellington United here have got more space on the left side. Will they be able to keep it in? Well cut in, and just now, what a goal! That came out of absolutely nothing. That was really well pushed down on the left flank there. I think the goal scorer is Oliver Bell. I'm afraid I'm not able to confirm that on the replay, but that was a very, very good goal out of a very slim opportunity. I mean, it was well kept in there on the left side and just poked in at that front post, and very smart finish there. I think goal scorer is Olsen there. Wairarapa trying to come back with an immediate push forward, but Wellington United just showing some real control in this game. 3-0 up in the first half. This is quite some performance here from the team in orange. Wairarapa not in the cup competition in Cape Sheppard Cup, have not faced this. They haven't conceded this many goals in one game so far, so they find themselves in a very odd position. So, referee there, Connor Healy, just pulling it further back for the throw. Actually not a throw, it's a free kick with Bryant here. Takes it short, back to her in centre back and passes it straight back. Free play in the midfield, just trying to build up slowly. Good turn, drive forward here by Dugan. Gets it onto White, and Lynn Lewis is able to get the return pass. Move just broke down there. The clearance there just in front of Jess Henn. Bailey blows up for the free kick. Looks like they'll be taking it direct here. It's the 10 yards are measured out to the wall. Looks like Bryant is going to be lining this one up on her right foot. This is a good distance from goal. You can get these balls up and down from that distance from a direct shot. Bryant goes for direct strike, and it just is saved there by Simons. Relatively easy save, but still on target, so that's a positive strike there from Wairarapa, and this could be their way back in to try and just get a few more set piece or shots on target from free kicks. It's got a corner here, Brian to take, and they've chosen not to necessarily crowd the keeper. Ryan Lewis is in there, crossed in, good cross deep, not cleared very well by Wellington, but now out. Good spell here from Wairarapa. Drive forward from Henn, unable to get any further. And that's a great piece of play there from Wellington to dispossess in midfield and push forward, but unable to really capitalise any further. It's a good push forward. It's Henn. Looks like Henn, White, Line Lewis and Dugan are pushing much further forward than in the first few minutes. It's an attempt by Paul Eiffel to really create pressure. It's a break on here by Wellington United. That's a really great driving run by Robertson. He's unable to capitalise any further. Pushed up to White, playing on the right flank. That's a great flick over. There's plenty of space in here for the cross. Line Lewis is trying to get to the front post. Unable to find either Line Lewis or Sam White on the left side. Apologies, I think that was Newlin actually was trying to cross in there from the right side, not White. A lot more positive play here in the last few minutes from Wairarapa. They are starting to really wanting to claw this back. They don't appear to know when they're beaten here. They're trying as hard as they can to get a foothold back in the game. 3-0 down in the first half is a difficult scoreline to overcome. Good cross in, flick in, cleared out. White just about keeps position. That's a very strong challenge there. Push forward. Also nearly ran into the coach's dugout there, trying to keep the ball in play. Good header by Olsen down. Dugan pushes forward to White. Good flick on by Line Lewis, unable to find anyone. The referee just saw a little shove in the back there. Gives Wairarapa a chance to push players forward into the box. It looked like they're going to chip one in. Bryant against. She did a good delivery last time, so hopefully she can find Line Lewis. Unfortunately, not close enough to the strikers there, and very easy clean up there by Simons, who just pushes out onto the left flank. Again, good passing football. It's a long ball forward. Olsen here is broken free on the wing. It's a one-on-one, but Minnis is able just to shepherd the ball out of play. Great pass there and great opportunity. Nice searching ball. Wellington United looking very well drilled here. Coach Micah Rautahuli is an ex-player in the team and he's transitioned into becoming a coach. He's going through her coaching badges at the moment and showing some real composure here with the team that is looking fairly in control of this game. White deep into her own half. Tries to clear, but getting some good interceptions here. Wellington have the throw. Some good movement there. Push forward by Wairarapa, which is being chased down quite heavily here by Lambert. Lambert tries to press further, but that coordinated press that they did so well in the first few minutes from Wairarapa is to break down here. More sort of searching one-man missions to try and get the ball back off a defender. It's not working as well. It's giving Wellington United plenty of opportunity just to clean up very easily and pass the ball through the midfield. Find space out in the flanks. Good chip ball forward, unable to find another player. Gilchrist. Out to Barrett. Still kept well on the left flank. You've got Oliver Bell looking to... It's quite deep here. Plays it forward. Oliver Bell's a nice through ball. Good cross in. Olsen's unable to get onto the end of that properly, but has fallen into some dangerous space. Good shot in. Easy save by Minnis there. Maybe taking a little bit too much time on the ball there in the box to try and manoeuvre a shot. Kicks it long. Trying to gain some more territory in the Wellington half. Well kept in here by Lambert. Switch flanks with White, so they are swapping around quite a bit to just try and mix it up as much as they possibly can. Pushing there by Lynn Lewis, but no luck. It's pushed back out to White. Olsen's on the ball and drive forward onto the edge of the box. Just about tries to get the crossing bit, is unable to capitalise like she did earlier. Wellington United were flooding in there. They had 3 forwards coming in for that cross, showing some real positivity. It's dragged back. Just push back into defence. Nice control play here. Gilchrist to put it in long. Robertson to try and get it in the end. It's a free shot and unable to keep it down there. Looked like Oliver Bell was just dropped on the edge of the box and maybe rushed the shot just slightly. Possibly could have had a touch just to settle herself. But he had another good opportunity there for Wellington United to take even more of a lead in this match. Flick on by Lynn Lewis, and it's dropping slightly deeper from the goal kicks here. It's a good play there from Bryant to push forward onto the right flank. Got Lambert and White up ahead, and now starting to play quite close together just to try and put some pressure on the Wellington United defence, but unable to really test them at this moment. Lynn Lewis looks to be dropping even more deeper just to get the passes in, and that's a great ball up, and that's a great shot away. Fantastic save there from Simons, because that was a very clear shot there from Wairarapa. Fantastic opportunity to get a goal back. Good shot by Bryant. Taken on the volley. Bryant there with a good opportunity. She's up in the scoring charts this tournament. She had a 4-goal against New Plymouth Rangers. Will give her a whole heap of confidence. It's been shown to be pretty good in front of goal. So Wairarapa trying to break here on the left flank. Lambert, good control in, trying to fit Lynn White, but no. There's a one-on-one. Oh, and that was a close shaved opportunity there. Simon's doing just about enough to put White off. So White showing some real determination to get there. Good header out. Holson's control. Tries to push it further down the wing, but unfortunately no one's there to chase on. Much better here from Wairarapa, trying to get a lot more passing football in through the midfield. And just that final pass in the final third, not really clicking there just yet. If they can get a bit more improvement there, they might actually start to get a few more clear-cut chances. I mean, they do have a dangerous front line. Like Lewis especially is, you know, player in form. Second top scorer in the W League at the moment. But it's a battle of the strikers today. On the other side, you have got Gemma Robertson, who 103 goals and 124 appearances. Just pushed down on the right flank here for Olsen. Got space to cross that in. Looks up, drives to the byline. Backman just unable to find anyone there. Everyone was trying to rush in towards the posts. No midfield on the edge of the box, but great tackle here to keep possession by Robertson. Really well played. Just got that time on the edge of the box, but nothing comes of it. Dugan here. Great play. Spray out the passes on the left flank here. It's a great run forward here by Bryant. Tries to get the cross in, flicks over. Just about kept in by Wellington there. Good little break there by Wairarapa. There was an opportunity to put them under pressure.
See that ball from Asher?
Coming up close to half-time here, the last few minutes have started to open up between the two teams. Luckily, it hasn't to any concession of major chances for Wellington United, apart from the one-on-one opportunity between White and Simons. It's been relatively controlled up until then. But certainly Wellington wouldn't like to concede a goal here going into half-time. Good pass forward to White. Lynn Lewis takes the ball, looks forward again, but it's dispossessed in midfield. Great work there by Strom. Captains the side today, doing really good work in that centre defensive midfield position.
Thanks, Sandy.
Long balls here aren't going to be troubled by the wind. It's a very still here day in Wellington. Chilly, but still, and allows you to play a longer pass forward. The assistant referee here has put 2 minutes up of added time on the end of the half. It's 2 minutes of added time. Fourth official today is Alexander Dahlberg, who refereed in the last round on the pitch. Good kick forward. Olsen to chase on. He's been having a lot of joy down this right side, but unable to get onto this particular pass. Wellington just slowing down the game a little bit in these final 2 minutes, just to keep control. Don't want to do anything too risky here, just keep possession going into the break. Just tiring out Wairarapa, and there's a long ball forward. Great touch in, flick on, but unable to find Oliver Bell. Wild. Gilchrist. Back to Wild. There's no pressure on here on the centre-backs from Wairarapa. They're giving some time on the ball. Chest down by White. Not really testing the defence too much. Good work there by Lambert. Drives in. Got plenty of space in this left flank. There's no one in the box though. Gets a cross in. Potential handball shout there by Eiffel, but referee isn't interested. And close for half time. It is Wellington United 3, Wairarapa United 0 as we go into the break. Very dominant performance here to start the game. Wairarapa really struggling to get a foothold in the game. Have some brief spells of good play, but their top striker's looking a little bit lonely up there. Not too much service, so there's plenty to fix at half time for them and plenty of confidence in for Wellington United. We're going to be going for a short break, and we will come back after half time. Come back to the second half, this quarter-final clash between Wellington United and Wairarapa in the Kate Sheppard Cup. Welcome back to our live coverage today of Wellington United versus Wairarapa United in the quarter-final of the Kate Sheppard Cup. Teams just coming back out here. Wellington United out first. Strong history of women's football at Wellington United. They're one of the strongest women's setups in the country. They have 4 squads. 2018 was their golden year. They won the W League of the Kelly Cup and reached the semi-final of this very competition. Wairarapa also pretty strong. When they first started in the late 90s, they had a women's team that did dominate the division. They reached the final twice in 1999 and 2000, and since then they've not really been at those heady heights, but it could all change. Certainly promising with the recruitment of Paul Ifield as the coach, who's several academy setups. In fact, these two teams will play each other next week in the league in the reverse fixture. They did play early in April, and actually Wairarapa did manage to get a 2-1 win over this squad, albeit Wellington had a vastly different team setup that they did to today. And currently in the league they are quite close together, 18 points each, just separated on goal difference. Wairarapa in second and Wellington United in third, and they've got a game in hand. But certainly from a league position, they're both in form. Just lining up for kick-off here. The referee Conor Healy just resetting his watch. Hopefully Wairarapa have a game plan to get back into this. It's going to be very tough to overturn a 3-0 lead, but it is a cup competition and anything can happen. Tough back pass to Simons, but well controlled. Just chips it over. Going to Barrett on this left-hand side. Looks forward to find the pass into Blackham. Positive start here from Wellington. Good throw in there over the top, deep into their half, and yet another Wellington throw. Pushing possession further up the pitch. It's an opportunity to cross here. It's good cutback. But Barrett chooses to play the safer option. Back into a pair of Gilchrist and Wild. Pushes forward into Strom, but unable to really keep possession there. Strom's doing a good job of marshalling that centre defensive midfield position. Has struggled to necessarily turn and keep touching the ball, but definitely been in for some very good interceptions early on in that first half, and very helpful in breaking down Wairarapa breaks and counter-attacks. Ball up, it's a great flick on. Also on this right wing with space. Yet again, chips the ball over space and a volley on. And what a goal! Absolutely fantastic goal. Olsen in. Looks like Robertson has scored. That's a fantastic right foot volley. Just stood the cross up there from Olsen. Apologies, that's Main who looks to have scored. Not a great technique there too. As you can see on the replay, fantastic technique to just watch the ball in that right foot and plant it in the right corner, and Minnis had no chance, unfortunately. 4-0 up now. This is rather looking like a bit of a rout. Some activity already on the Wairarapa bench here. Arful has sent out his substitutes to warm up. So flick on for Wellington United down this left flank. Really good possession there by Robertson just to keep it in play. Wild with plenty of options. Pushes it forward but unable to keep it in there from Barrett.
Bro.
Good low turn there by Lynn Lewis. Drives into the box, unable to find her strike partner of Samantha White. Comes back out to the right side for Wellington United to push it forward. That's a great pass to find front attackers. Just blocked off there in the midfield. They're trying to push it through, but just ran into traffic. Good harrying those, try and get the ball back. There is really a lot of intense pressure there in the midfield. Penn does quite well to turn and push down the wing. Gilchrist. Slight nudge there in the back there for Strom. It's a welcome free kick just to relieve some pressure and push the ball further forward here to Barrett, who's got free space on the left wing. Able to find a simple pass in, but it has gone out of play. Really calling the Wellington United throw. Just thrown further forward by Barrett. Robertson to try and chase forward, but another throw there for Wellington United. Definitely started on the front foot in this second half. Early goal just to continue their strong first half performance. Rather surprisingly, Robertson hasn't found the score sheet despite being their top scorer. Down the wing, Olsen enjoying some space down there, pushes it forward. Pepe Oliver Bell I should say, pulls it just back, unable to retrieve, but they've kept it alive on the edge of the box, and it's a good shot away, but fortunately just wide and high. Good try by Asher Strom there, just to test the Wairarapa goalkeeper from distance. Good press there by Oliver Bell, but Wairarapa just playing some calm passing football out from the back there. On to Dugan. It's not receiving many short options, but does well there to push it forward. Long throw in there. Olsen's got more space again on that right flank, doing really well. Pulls it in. That's a shot on the edge of the box. That was high and wide. Not as much control as that in the previous shot in the first half. But Olsen is finding a lot of joy down that right-hand side, and the forwards for Wellington United flood in. It's out long. They tried to play out the back there, Wairarapa United, but just weren't able to really get a succession of passing together. Nice ball forward. Great little flick on, great cross in, but easy catch at the front post by Minis. Minis trying to play it fast and quick, but their teammates are in position, ready to go, so it's punted forward long. It's in possession for Wairarapa. It's a try and hopeful ball through, but Lambert is unable to get on the end of it. It's just too strong. Released down the wing again for Olsen, but unable to keep it in play. Wairarapa United really struggling here to get a foothold into the second half. I mean, a lot of their passes are very hopeful. Just trying to get strikers to run onto them. Cross near flick on, but no danger there for the Wairarapa goal. Long kick there by Minis. To the right side. Bryant tried to keep it in there, but Bryant appears to be playing a bit wider than the centre midfield position she's playing in the first half, as Lynn Lewis tries to push it forward even further, but struggling to connect those passes again in that final third. Simons. Out to Gilchrist. He's got Tom in the ball to find Strom. It's back to Simons. It's controlled football here from Wellington. It's a rather sloppy goal kick there, unfortunately, but luckily that was a handball from Wairarapa. Otherwise, it could have been quite dangerous. Both teams' substitutes have been out for a warm-up, so wouldn't be surprised soon if there are some early changes in the second half. Gilchrist just comes across. Great hold-up play in the middle of the park there. Oh, and an unlucky pass forward, wasn't able to just get enough clean enough connection to drill it into the feet of the forward Oliver Bell. Push far forward by Chelsea. Fortunately, no one on there. Line Lewis is trying her best to keep some pressure on the back line of Wellington United, but it's tough doing that on your own. Dugan wins the header. But yet again, another break. Olsen driving into space here, enjoying a lot of freedom down this right flank. Looks up to find the cross. Drives it across the bottom. Good shot on goal, but unfortunately, Robertson was unable to get a real clean shot on that and just scuffed it into the feet of the Wairarapa defence. She gets in all the right positions. Looks like I'm sure she'll be itching to get a goal, especially with her teammates on the score sheet so early on in that first half. These two teams have faced each other at the quarter-final stage before in 2018 and 2019. And well, it's just flipped over. It's a goal kick clearance. They have faced each other before, with Wellington United winning 1-3 and 1-4 respectively in 2018 and 2019. So they have had some pretty good run in the cups before. And the only recent upset being in the W League, with Wairarapa getting that 2-0 win. Simon's just having a quite risky chip there. But luckily her teammates were able to just clean that up and keep it quite controlled. Would have been a bit dicey if that had gone the other way. Oliver Bell just puts it forward. Olsen cuts in. Great work there. Looks forward to release Emma Main, who's got the cross in. Another shot on the edge of the box this time from Oliver Bell, who just carried on her run. Wasn't able to get another clean shot away, but good effort from Wellington United to keep the pressure on. Wairarapa really struggling here to contain them. The attacks are almost incessant here in terms of Wellington United's offence. We've got Lambert marauding down that right wing, but it's a fantastic tackle by Gilchrist to rescue the situation. Lambert showing some determination, pace to really cause some problems. Unfortunately, unlike our opposing number, Olsen on the other side has not been able to really get too many crosses in. Bryant to take the throw here. It's a good long throw into Lynn Lewis, who flicks on, but no one's quite close enough to test Simons in goal. Dugan was there, but just maybe a yard behind where she could have been to knock that forward into goal. Sometimes you have to just believe those ones are coming to you. Lambert again keeping it alive in the corner, gets a good left foot cross in, and it's very easily cleared by Strom. Oliver Bell just showing some really good pace there. She will test these centre-backs and full-backs throughout the game. Pass backs to Simon. Plenty of options. You can see they're just trying to find these nice easy passes between defence and midfield. That wasn't one of them, unfortunately. It's a good cross in and causes some issues. Lynn Lewis is there, open with goal, and scores. Fantastic work there by Lynn Lewis, and that's the threat that she has in front of goal. She is able just to pick out space and put her shoulders out to make sure that no one gets near her, and you give her a chance like that and she will finish. Great stuff there from the joint second top scorer of the W League, Lynn Lewis. Do rely on her quite a bit for the goals, and she has got one back for Wairarapa United here. That takes us to 4-1. Could it be the spark of a bit of a comeback? Wellington United keeping as much possession as they can. A late foul there. Lynn Lewis just putting a little bit of pressure on Barrett on that right-hand side. Push forward. Good cross in, but easily cleared. Bryant to turn and drive on in midfield. He's surrounded by two Wellington United players and does really well to find some space and drop a shoulder and lips over a pass, but just unable to find Lambert, who, you know, nobly chases on, but a lot of these long balls are just failing to drop short enough to really give her an option to drive in it and use her pace to test Simons. Bit of frustration there by Barrett on the left wing here. Fairly routine pass goes out for a throw and hands back possession. The Bell putting the defence under pressure there. If you've just joined us, welcome. The conditions here in Wellington are perfect for football. It's a chilly day, but no wind, which is unusual for Wellington. So when the balls are flying up in the air, there is a very clean and easy to read. As you just saw, Olsen judged that very well to drop forward and is driven further forward. She's having a really good game on this right-hand side. Gets a great cross in, but again, unable to find an attacker. It just feels like everything going well for Wellington United is really coming down that right-hand side, especially from Olsen, who's driving a lot through that right-hand channel. It's a good flick on. Oliver Bell has a great shot, and it's a fantastic save there by Minnis. Very controlled and powerful shot there, and she had to make herself big and react quickly there to get her hands to the ball, and it was a very strong glove over the bar. It's another Testic goal here. Wellington United get a cross in. Olsen to cross it in. Doesn't beat in the first man, and Ryan Lewis has got the ball to clear, looks up, tries to find White and is quite close to doing so, and she keeps it alive. Well played on that left side wing. There's a good chance to switch play here, but Gilchrist just reads that well and takes her time to find her teammates. Promising move there by Wairarapa, just breaks down at the final third. It's a really struggle there to connect those passes in to make sure that they can really test the goal. Ultimately, that looks like to be the difference between the two teams today. Wellington United doing quite well in that final third, especially down that right-hand side. It's a good chase on. Samantha White tries to put pressure on, but it goes back to Simons, who clears long. Plenty of time in the ball here in the midfield. Blackham, Robertson there. Comes across to Barrett, passes into Strome, it comes out onto the wing. Wild has moved slightly further wide temporarily. I'm not sure if that's a positional change. Picked up by Oliver Bell, deep in the Wellington half. Good pass forward. It's a long-range attempt there. Quite optimistic shot there by Emma Main, but having got on the score sheet, she is entitled to go for some optimistic shots there, I suppose. Paul Eiffel here on the bench is just getting a substitute ready for Wairarapa United. Wellington push all forward. Olsen's got her back to goal. Cuts in slightly. Possession. Looks like Wellington United are going to make their first change here. They've got Sarah Adler coming on for Pepe Oliver Bell. It looks to be a straight swap up front. Bell's had a great game there, scoring in the first half, getting the third goal. Adler has scored before in the cup games, and be itching to get a goal here as well. And Wairarapa have also made a substitution. They've brought on Kelsey Rutini in midfield. to be like Routini's come off there for Wairarapa United and really making an impact in midfield. Another searching ball there to push forward, but good there, releases the ball forward there for Adler to chase onto, but some really good pressing there by Robertson, trying to get the ball back there. Not sitting back here, having such a good lead of 3 goals, but I suppose maybe they want to just keep their dominant position intact. Don't want to let Wairarapa get another one back and start to get some nervy few minutes going. Barrett on the throw here. Well, Eiffel's team looks like he's pushed more players further forward. Apologies there. More players further forward, including Emma Chelsea, who seems to be playing much further forward. Good run forward by Newlin. Ryan Lewis keeps control here. Good drop of the shoulder to drive forward. There's players in the box, and the cross isn't able to get there, but good work rate there. And Ryan Lewis has gone down. Newlin keeps the ball alive, and White's in there, and they are trying as best they can to really drive into that box and create those chances. Certainly haven't given up here. And Lewis using her strength there to hold the ball up, draws the foul out, and a little bit of afters there just to spice things up. Bryant lines the free kick here. It's going to be a curling cross in. It's a good delivery. It's a good header as well, but unable to get any power and direction towards the goal, but great positioning and nonetheless, and good fight to get their head to the ball. Gilchrist drives forward, but back to Gilchrist to keep good possession. Nice, easy turn around the attacker there and drives forward. Adler keeps the ball and releases it, but... Oh, and that looks to be a bit of a spill from the Wairarapa goal. It's a shot there by the goalkeeper. Oh, that was a very nervy moment there for Wairarapa. There was a bit of a scramble there and a free shot at goal with an open goal, and luckily the defence were able to run back and get in the way. I wasn't quite sure who's at fault there, but they survive another day for keep their 3-goal advantage. Newlin receiving the ball here with space in midfield, looks forward, tries that over the top searching ball. Dugan is trying to now push much further forward than in the first half, and I suppose trying to lead from the front in that respect, but they are struggling to just get that connection there in that final third, and the balls over the top are being very easily handled by Wellington United. Gilchrist just having a bit of a dicey moment there on the right flank, but it has come back to Simons and back out to Gilchrist, who's back into space. Finds a good pass up further forward up front. And Olsen drives that forward. Really good pass forward. Releases. Sarah Adler, who has a go, but it's back to Olsen, who can enjoy a free cross here. Comes through. Adler looks to be offside as that just pulled through, but didn't take advantage of that. Robertson causing issues in the box there. Great work there by Strom in the midfield. Cleared forward by Wairarapa. Fantastic tackle in midfield. Wellington United bring the ball back and release Olsen on the right-hand flank here. Another chance to cross in, but that is out for a corner.
Keep it there, Diamonds!
Just really impressive work in the midfield to get the ball back from Wellington United. They've been just all over the Wairarapa midfielders, making sure they just don't have any time pressing and closing and harrying. That cross is a little bit shallower, isn't as threatening, and looks to be out for another corner. Wellington United here are the third oldest club in New Zealand, after Northern or Dunedin and North Shore of Auckland. And Newtown Park here was one of the first ever women's football game was held here in 1888 between Girls High School and Hallelujah Lasses. Good cross in, but unable to capitalise again. It's the third corner in a row. Wellington United will be very happy here if this carries on, just keeping the pressure on Wairarapa, not giving them a chance to even claw their way back into this. The complexion of the game may change if Wairarapa do get that second goal, so this is smart play. Cross into the first man, but cleared. Lambert tries to clear further out, but that's deflected and go too far. Lynn Lewis gets a... Oh, and that's Dugan gets a great pass out to the flank here. Overlapping run here by Newlin. Looks to get the ball in spots. Great through ball. Samantha White tries to turn, but doesn't manage to get any foothold on it, and looks to be offside. Looks to be called offside by the linesman there. A marginal call, but would have been close. She had her back across the line, so wasn't able to necessarily know if she was offside. So really positive play though by Wairarapa, and one of the few passages of play where they've really got a few good passes together in that final third. If they can carry that on, then this could be a good end to the game. Newlin. Flick on by Line Lewis. Clearance by Risey Wild. Flick in, but Simons gets an easy catch. Recycles it back out to Barrett, who just pushes forward. Looks into the midfield. Strom gets out wide to Olsen, who flicks on, and Adler's onto it. Great work in here, and good through ball, and just about rescues it in front of the goalie and gets a shot away. Fantastic last minute defending there. Really great challenge from Newlin, who just comes back to rescue the ball. But great passage of play there from Wellington United, who pushed the ball forward through some very clever through balls. Adler was instrumental in that chance there, and another corner for Wellington United in this second half. This one's coming in for the left foot. Good drilled in cross, great shot towards goal, and that was very dicey indeed. Very lucky Wairarapa there to just bounce in front of their goalkeeper Minnis. Anywhere else and it probably would have gone in. Slightly controversial throw decision there by Hilly, but Rootney is playing in a central defensive sort of midfield position here, and Wairarapa are about to bring on another sub. They brought on their number 7, Sydney Manson-Williams, comes on for Shannon Newlin, who's at right back, so I imagine that'll be a straight swap. In fact, actually that probably won't be, because I've led to believe that Williams is a striker, so maybe that shifts a change by Paul Ifield's team to go to a back 3 potentially and push more players up front. Great ball forward. Olsen to run into yet more space. Time to cross in. Great shot and another fantastic goal. Again created by Olsen on that right wing, and Gemma Robertson gets her goal for the game. Beautiful play there by Wellington United. Again, getting a lot of joy in this right flank. Olsen just getting way too much time here to cross the ball in, and had plenty of time to pick out Robertson, who, she's a very dangerous striker and is always going to be in good space. And calm, collected finish there, just to edge that score forward. 5-1 to Wellington United. It's looking very unlikely and difficult for Wairarapa to get back into this now, unless their recent change of formation might bear dividends, but they are running out of time. Robertson there, the latest goal scorer, holds a record for scoring 14 games in a row in the W League. Very consistent striker. Can be relied upon to get plenty of goals. 103 goals and 124 appearances. It's a good flick forward, and Wellington cut back in. It's a good shot, but just over high and wide. Just tries to check the goalkeeper there from the edge of the box, but unable to get it on target. Adler trying her best there to get in on the action. Dugan just keeping hold of possession there. Some risky passes being played right in front of their own in back line here, but they survive. Wellington got the ball back on this left flank and get a cross in. And there is another goal line clearance. Wow, that was very close indeed. Like Robertson could have had another one, or I think that was Sadler actually, just following in. That was a close chance there. Bit of confusion there, but there's another break here. Samantha White for Wairarapa on the right-hand side gets a good cross in, fires it across goal, but no one on the end of it to take advantage there. That was a real bit of end-to-end play there. It was probably not even half a foot away from the goal line. It's a great clearance there by one of the centre-backs for Wairarapa. And the referee is calling another substitution here. Number 11, Amanda Parlin, is coming on. She's come off here for Emma Main. For the fourth goal. She's had a very good afternoon. Looks to me Amanda Parlin will just slot into exactly the same position. I wouldn't imagine that Micah Rautahuli will want to change formation. It seems to be working for them very well. Oh, great turn by Lion Lewis, but unable to capitalise, and that looks like to be a penalty. There you go. Connor Healy with a big call there. Just must have felt there was a foul on the turn by Lion Lewis as she came into the box there, and you'll probably see in one of our replays here exactly what happened, but that is a big call by the referee. Lion Lewis will step up, as she is probably their most reliable penalty taker. Has taken a few in the cup games before this and in the W League games as well. If she gets us in, this would be a really good opportunity back. Oh, and it's missed. That wasn't expected. That is not in the script. Lion Lewis can usually rely on very well to take penalty kicks, and that was fired onto the crossbar with some venom. No chance to even get a rebound for it to come in. It just fires straight over and sends the home crowd here into jubilation. seen, and there's a clash in the midfield here, and looks to be a clash to heads. Physio is called on. Hen just shoulder went into a teammate, and there's a replay there of the clash, and looks to be okay. Bang to the head, but nothing hopefully too serious, and both players look like they can carry on. Wellington United taking the time here just to have a little regroup. I suspect they just want to see the game out and make sure that they're very well organised for the last period of this game. Connor Healy restarts play. Not long remaining now. Just under 10 minutes of play of normal time left. White, great turn there. But even better tackle to dispossess her. Nice calm passing out of the defence there. Just about kept in, and White does really well to use her strength to just shield the ball and poke it forward. And Lynn Lewis has got a good touch on and flicks it forward, and there's a break on here, but nicely and very calmly collected by Barrett there, just to make sure that there was no chance. Very good ball forward, flicked on, and Alton is just a few feet behind. Don't blame her for sprinting straight onto that. She's had a very fruitful afternoon on that right flank and been doing a lot of running. Gilchrist. Picked up by Rutini. Good dummy to still pass forward, but struggling to find a pass forward to release, but just gets one there. Rudney back into Woodhead. Good pass forward onto Lambert. And Wellington put it out as a little clash there between Lambert, and that looks to be her arm. I think that is Barrett's arm there. That doesn't look in a good way. Medical team being called on here, and it looks to be some concern. I would imagine they would take Barrett off here, even if it's just for precautionary measures. Looks like Barrett is going to carry on, albeit the way she's holding her arm would suggest that there's something not quite right with it, but maybe, oh no, yeah, she definitely is coming back on, so hopefully nothing too serious there, and temporarily down till 10 players, but Wairarapa have possession of the ball. Plays it across. With Chelsea out to the flank there, and Dugan doing her best to try and keep possession again, but they're unable to get that pass forward. Wellington making it difficult in that midfield. It's Tom and the ball here. Flick forward, Lambert's chasing and doesn't get the touch. Simons just picks that up very calmly, but it wasn't too far away from being nicked away from her. Oh, and that was a difficult pass there, a bit of a deflection that came back. That could have been a bit risky. Luckily White has kept the ball in the flank here. Great touch and Push through. Sarah passes through to Robertson, who looks probably cut in the right shoulder or go for a cross and lays it back. Good shot, but slightly wide. Plenty of time there for Amanda Parlane to take the shot. Good movement to get into the edge of the box there, and took it first time. Probably could have actually maybe rolled it away from her feet, but instead chose to just drive it as hard as she could first time. Barrett heads back down, looks to be running okay. Arm seems to be working fine. Ryan Lewis struggling to get passes to her teammates now. They're harrying, and Ryan Lewis looks a bit tired. It's been a hard afternoon for out there. Olsen breaks through, pass through for Robertson. Robertson clipped over with the left foot, and whether that was intentional or not, that did look quite risky. I mean, this wasn't quite sure there for a second whether it was coming over her head into nestle into that back left corner, or whether it was really going out. Just got Newlyn down here, maybe a touch of cramp potentially. Passed out from the back from Minnis. Down to White. It's a Wellington throw in the end, much to the opposition of Wairarapa United. They felt it was theirs. Olsen here. Again, great cross in from that right flank, and Adler was inches away from getting that left foot on there. Less than a few minutes remaining, 4 or 5 minutes remaining now before we probably see this game out, and it does look like 5-1 probably be the scoreline that we should end on. I can't imagine Wellington United wanted to take 2 more risks. Good work there on the right flank by Bryant. He's won a corner down there on a few minutes left. Williams looks to line it up. They have pushed a lot of players forward here, so they still want to try and get a goal back, and Dugan looks free in the midfield area there. Unfortunately, it's a poor cross. It doesn't get past that first man. Chip back in. Ryan Lewis keeps it on the ball, gets the shot away, but great block there. It's cleared. Wellington throwing bodies in front of the strikers there just to make sure they don't concede another. Very determined performance here by Maika Rautahuli's team. Push forward with Adler, plenty of time on the ball. Robertson in the centre. Olsen has pushed forward, has got time and space, and this is what she's been enjoying this entire afternoon. Good passing football there. Olsen again just working play up, and the assistant referee has just put on 5 minutes of added time to this half. It seems a bit lengthy. I didn't think there were that many stoppages, but 5 minutes it is. Gives Wairarapa potentially some hope. I mean, that would be one hell of a game if they could claw back this scoreline here, but Dugan doing well there with the back to goal and getting the pass away, but these long balls are just not working for Wairarapa. Lynn Lewis does well there to keep possession. Dugan back on. Good dummy and good passing. Another good link-up play between Bryant, Dugan and Ryan Lewis in the middle of the pitch there, but just not working further forward. Wellington United, I don't find out who they play in the next round. Draw is yet to take place. Line Lewis turns and shoots, but is wide. Wellington United slowing down the game here. There's a bit of a half chance there as Dugan tried to close down the defenders as they were playing out from the back, but came to nothing in the end. It's another goal kick. Looks like Wellington have been in good form recently, and this will help their league form as well. They do have a game in hand against Wairarapa, who sit just one place above them on goal difference, and this will definitely help push on in that campaign. The challenge will be in the next round of this tournament, facing other potentially teams from Auckland who have dominated this competition since its inception in 1994. Very tough to beat the Auckland teams, and speaking to some of the staff at the club here at Wellington, they say it's just tough to find your grade when you don't play them very often. You play them once in a blue moon, and it does take a while to adjust to the standard difference and how to adapt tactically. Dugan here, great pass to Lynn Lewis. There's pressure on the ball, and looks like it's just slipped there, but they play the advantage and off we go. Great block there by Zoe, but it's still in play. Lambert goes for a cross, and across comes Gilchrist, and two quite heavy hits there, but they're showing their determination to not concede any more goals. They really don't want to even give them a chance. So dominant display here by Wellington United. Good pass out to Olsen. Plenty of space. Good control in the middle of the park, and it's out to Robertson, who's sitting a bit deeper. Tries to chip over to Adler, who's got just about had a chance on goal on her right shoulder, but it was a tough opportunity. You have to try and swivel your whole body around to get that low and on target, and that is not easy to do, but good opportunity nonetheless. Wellington win the ball back in midfield. Searching pass there by Blacker. He's had a really good game there in the centre of the park today, been very controlled. Linked up well with Olsen. Into the final, what must be 30 seconds or so before the final whistle here. Oh, and that's a good flicker by Olsen. Drives again. Another great cross, and it just inches off the head of Adler there. That would have been a fantastic goal there to finish things off, but matter of inches just to get the head to the ball. And yet again, Olsen just causing so many issues down that right flank from first minute to the last. Has not stopped. That'd be my vote for player of the match today, really. It's created so many opportunities. And Connor Healy blows there for the final whistle. Final score today is Wellington United 5, Wairarapa United 1, and they are through to the semi-finals of the Kate Sheppard Cup. It's a great achievement there, and it's the third year in a row they're through to the semi-finals. The teams here shake hands and finish the match. Wairarapa had some good spells in the match, but were just unable to really get a foothold, and that's unfortunately when the goals start rolling in and there's a 2-3-4 lead advantage, it's difficult to claw that back, and as hard as you can try. It's quite a shock to the system as the last two rounds have scored so freely, but Paul, I feel, did think that it was going to be a tough afternoon, and they certainly were in for one today, and it hasn't gone their way. As I said, final score today is Wellington United 5, Wairarapa United 1. thank you guys for joining in to watch the stream with us today, and I hope you've enjoyed the match. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage by New Zealand Football. We'll leave you here now with a selection of the highlights from the game. I've been your commentator and host, Pri Patel. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.